Hang on. It said an error occurred.
Uh-oh, but somebody's watching. Are we live? We're live.
No, we're not. Oh, I guess we
we're
are.
not.
Hang on.
We're totally live. We're live again.
What's going on? We grilling, baby. Woo!
Baby, welcome to the
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Adam's back on the bottle again there, brother.
Yes, sir. Technical difficulties going on there.
All right, tied it up there, brother. Tied it up. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
I'm
Yourself?
doing great.
Oh, I'm living and giving, striving and thriving, moving, grooving, steadily improving, baby. You know how we do
it. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep. So,
how was your week, Alia?
Really good. Really good. I have all these great ideas for YouTube videos, and then I'm too busy doing other things on YouTube than making actual videos, like live streams.
Right.
And we got an air fryer for the first time in my life. I own an air fryer, and we made drumsticks and drumsticks. Is that what they're called? Chicken legs. And it was
actually
delicious.
made meat.
Yeah, we made meat in the
and
air
not
fryer.
organs.
No, I do eat other things.
So,
nice.
So what style did you get? Did you get what style of air fryer? Did you get like a bucket style?
Yeah, it's like a bucket style and has like a glass top, and you can see the food cooking.
Ah, cool.
Is that a bucket style? Is that the bucket style? It has like a top like this, and there's glass, and you can see it.
Well, the bucket style is the type that you pull the bucket out, and put stuff in. Oven style.
It's not a bucket. It has like a container, and you put the lift has like a top like this. And anyways, it was delicious. I was surprised that I liked it at all. Which air fryer? I don't know. Someone asked which air fryer. I don't know. Someone an air fryer off Amazon for $80.
There you go. All right. I love it.
Free shipping.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty handy thing.
Oh yeah.
How's your week, Russ?
Yeah.
Oh, about the same as always, brother. You know how we do it.
Nice.
Did we do our scurvy check and act? I mean, you know how we open the show.
Not yet. Scurvy check. Alia.
All right. I don't have scurvy.
Russ.
How about Adam? Do you have scurvy?
Not today. It might be coming on next week, though. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You better check in, see if Adam's dying. And homesick Buckeye, you're never gonna get scurvy.
Yeah, no. I do eat a handful of things you carnivores are scared of.
Right.
We are scared.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what about the high carb meal or high carbs since the last show?
High carbs, no. I had a couple bites of Greek yogurt with some stevia, and I've had a little bit of sweetener sneak back in this week. But the big problem is I've been testing out chives for a couple days, and today it was just so bad. I was bloated, burping, farting, but like actual physical pain. Like I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I got it. I thought this was like the weekly carbohydrate confessional. So,
what does farting have to do with carbohydrates? That's
because the effect that onions had on me was terrible, and I love onions. People don't believe it. Like I love vegetables, but a couple onions and I'm bloated and I feel disgusting. So I learned again. I got to go strict like Adam.
How many carbs do you think are in an onion, Ali?
At least 3. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Okay, so I want you to answer this question. Do you think that you can win the high carb contest on this show with the onion?
No. Onion carb
Yeah,
counts.
that's precisely why you went into the farting and the burping. See, because you thought
So an entire onion, but I didn't specify chives, has 9 grams of carbohydrates. An entire onion, and I definitely didn't eat that. But the onion disagreed. The onion disagreed with me.
Plants are trying to kill you.
I can literally go eat a burger and fries at like the greasiest spoon restaurant and feel better than how those onions made me feel. But that'll just get me fat again, so I don't.
Right.
oh,
All right. What about okay?
I'm doing all I can to keep this train on the track, brother. I'm doing all I can. All right, so your highest carb since the last show was onions.
Yeah, or it could have been the stevia. The stevia has a few carbohydrates. Or
she's off the rails.
Or it could have been the sugar-free Greek.
Okay, Adam.
You're fired.
Right.
Okay, Adam. How many carbs did you have in the last week?
Well, I'm not too sure. So the only carbs that I've had is almost a necessity because, like an idiot, I went outside and I tried to mow down all of our vegetables / plants / weeds in a garden that I planted at the beginning of the year before I decided to go carnivore, and really haven't tended much to. So it's like out of control to the point where I'm using a flame weeder to torch these things down. Right. And like an idiot, I went out there and decided I'm just going to not wear a respirator. I'm going to wear my regular clothes, whatever. Right. And I start torching this stuff to death. And of course I can't just, just flame weed it just a little bit, to burn the tissue. I got to melt it to the ground. So it's like, smoke is rolling everywhere. And I'm thinking the fire department's probably going to come or something like that. And I'm inhaling all this smoke the whole time.
Oh no.
And it like wrecked my sinuses and it wrecked my throat and my lungs. And so the next day, I had the worst like sore throat and whatnot. So I was eating cough drops and I couldn't find any that are sugar-free. So I'm eating cough drops like M&Ms almost.
Aww.
With sugar in it. So I have no idea how much carbs I had, but not a ton, but there it is.
Once again,
lesson learned.
Yeah. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we see the depths that Adam will go to get some carbs. Now what was exactly the goofy thing? That was the goofy thing you came up with last week, so you could eat chips and salsa.
That was to move out bad bacteria.
Oh, yeah. See, I wish, you're the man, Adam. That's I just eat it and own it and don't apologize for it. I don't come up with an elaborate story. I ate it because I like it. Right. So, maybe, and I lose subscribers for it. So maybe I need to come up with some better stories. Maybe that's the secret.
Exactly. Yeah. The more outlandish, the better.
Point. I got to post this comment. Wow, never heard of weeding with fire.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. It works.
It was all for the cough drops.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. That's just what I was about to say. It was all that was. I don't even think he even has a yard. I just
it's all burned down.
He came up with a story so you could get some sugar and cough drops. You should have just ate a Snickers bar. Just came on and said, "Yeah, I ate a Snickers bar."
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, as usual, you two lose again.
Right.
Because Wednesday I ate the last of the cookies that my niece made for me for my birthday. So I got you beat.
Nice.
I'm gonna be easy and say I got 50 carbs into that. Probably a little more, but that's it now. Since that was Wednesday, that was the day after the show, and since then, clean as the Department of Health, brother. So I went carnivore probably a couple of days, and Yeah, I haven't had anything even remotely objectionable, and I've been under my number of 15, I'd say, every day since. So see,
That's awesome.
we're back on the wagon, baby. We're back doing what we do. But stay
Rock and
tuned.
roll.
'Cause I'm going on vacation next week. So anybody with their finger on the unsubscribe button, you might as well go ahead and press it down.
I'll be the
Nice.
first.
Right.
Listen, here's the thing. Yes, yeah.
You're out of here.
Right. Here's the thing. I have no idea how this is going to go. I might go way off the rails. I might not. I can't tell you. I don't think about it. I deal with things. Hey, I say it all the time on my site. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. I got today. So
There you go.
we'll take
Rock
it
and
day
roll.
by day, and I have no idea. But one thing's for sure, I will tell you all about it. You get the truth, the whole truth, no, nothing but the truth. So help me, Keto.
Nice.
Oh, hey, somebody's at the door.
Oh,
Oh, look who it is.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I brought the dental floss. Anybody need dental floss?
I do.
Sure.
Actually. I got some.
Yeah,
I got some
Right.
cherry stuck on my
I
teeth.
got all the flavors. I even got this guy.
Yeah,
Is
listen,
that sugar coated dental floss?
Uh-oh. Is it keto?
I don't know. Citrus Blast. It might have something.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Ollie's the one. Ollie's been one's been eating the onions. Her breath is kicking me like Bruce Lee all the way up here. I'm telling you.
Oh, and my BO. That was the first thing I knew before my stomach got upset is that I started smelling bad.
Right.
Hate that. Hate
Yeah.
that.
Becky. Hi, Becky.
Hi, everybody.
From Renee. From No
Welcome,
Insane.
Becky. Welcome, Becky. Becky is known online as Keto Oregonian, and
That's
she is a
right.
friend of all of us and a friend of the show. So welcome. You're right at home.
I am. Thanks.
I do need to say something though that every time I read that, I kept thinking of Demigorgon. Does anyone know what that is?
Stranger Things.
like from Stranger Things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really, it's from Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it?
It's
Yep.
really from Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
but from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Guess what?
This
Guess
is-
what, guys?
What?
I don't have scurvy.
Yes.
yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm glad to hear that. It just so you guys know, it is storming here. I don't know if you can hear that loud thunder and stuff, but if my screen suddenly goes dark, it's not YouTube finally banning me. It is hurricane season in Florida, so
Cool.
stay out there.
Right.
Kiddo. Kidder.
But, go ahead, tell those that don't know where you're from, where you're from, even though if they got a little bit of geography, since they might be able to tell.
Well, I'm Becky. I'm 60 years old, and I really do live in Oregon. I grew up. I'm just gonna look at my notes sometimes, guys. I grew up on white bread, margarine, Captain Crunch, and Kool-Aid.
Nice.
No, don't do
Wait,
Kool-Aid.
hold on something. I just heard something amazing. You have notes to come on this show?
That's adorable.
Nice.
I love that.
Well, you're doing better. You're doing better than the three of us, because I don't think we really know between us here.
I wanted to be concise, but
Maybe that's our problem here. Maybe we need to have some notes. Maybe that's what's missing in my life.
Right.
Go ahead, Becky. I'm sorry to
I
interrupt.
got notes. Okay, so I was pretty much a normal weight until after I had my second child. But I first learned about low carb back in 1996. That's a long time ago, right? And it's after I got my first computer, I started researching PCOS because I had gotten a diagnosis in 1992. They really didn't do anything for me because I'd already had 2 kids. But I started reading about low carb, and that was being used to treat something called metabolic syndrome. It was like a new term, right? So I found the Atkins book, and there was a lady back in that time whose name was Dana Carpenter. And I know she's still around, but she's not really in our space, I don't think. but she had a slew of cookbooks and a book that described her experience. And so I was really inspired, and I tried and tried and tried. But the culture back then, the culture even now, and it's worse now, it just is so incongruent. And so I just couldn't do it. Like the family life, the activities and stuff. I mean, I just always felt like I was on the fence, right? Then I ended up having so many health and emotional issues, and I kept gaining weight, and especially after I had a hysterectomy in 2008. So by the 2010s, I started looking into low carb again, and I actually read Kelly Hogan's story before YouTube stuff, right? This was pretty early.
Wow.
But I was so depressed, I just could not commit. But by 2016, I weighed 270 pounds, and I'm only 5'2". And it's just an absolute sedentary life, just carb addicted. It was bad. But by 2018, I had really had enough. I had diabetes, depression, I was on all the medications. I had GERD, low vitamin D, arthritis, high blood pressure, was on at least 10 medications. But then I just committed to keto then. And I found my first keto YouTubers were Keto Connect. I don't know if any of you remember them. Keto with Casey, and then Dr. Westman. Where's he at? And
Duke University.
Duke, yep. And slowly but surely and very inconsistently, I applied these principles, I lost 80 pounds of that 150 I really needed to lose. So,
wow. That's awesome.
And then I discovered the berries, and Kelly's YouTube, and Bella at Steak and Butter Gang, and then Danny Conway, Laura Spash, Sean Baker, everybody, right? Then I really started considering going carnivore. I was really, really meat-based by the end of like October last year. I just didn't ever take the full plunge, but so that's why I don't claim to be a carnivore yet, but the science is definitely hard to disagree with, but here's what happened. Last year in October, I turned 60, and I was just really discouraged. I just didn't think 80 pounds was enough, right? It wasn't. I was still overweight. And then Christmas, I saw a picture of myself, and I thought, it looked just the same as I always have. I'm doing all this restricting. I'm walking. I just got fed up, and I went off the rails for about 6 months, and gained 50 pounds like in 3 months. It was shocking to me. And all this stuff all the things I'd struggled with before had just came rushing back, right? Inflammation, the fatigue, the depression. I had a condition called reverse psoriasis too. That started flaring up. And my GERD caused esophageal spasms that were so bad. And one time I had to call ER because I thought I was having a heart attack. So by June though, I'd had enough. I was like, nope, get back on and do the right thing. So I rebooted on June 16th. And you know what I found? You guys were new to me. There were all of these new voices that had sprouted up in this grassroots movement. And I was so excited because I'm like, these are people more like me, not the experts, not the people who've done it for 14 years, not the people who've all arrived. Right. And so you guys just encouraged me to start telling my story. And that's why I started my channel in August, like August 23rd. And
I love it.
Nice.
So someday maybe it'll be carnivore Oregonian, but we'll see.
Right.
I'm not ready to give up. I like onions.
Nice.
Don't bother me too much.
Oh, I wish it didn't bother me. That's the thing. I wish I could eat these foods, and it's just a problem. I can do avocado if I want.
Yeah, I can do avocado. Yeah. I've really found that the natural flavorings were really the things that were kicking up my GERD, even in electrolytes or the bubbly, like those things really set me off. So I'm eliminating dairy right now. Well, not all dairy, but like cheese, cream, and yogurt and Diet Coke right now. So I'm like, this is my 18th day of no Diet Coke.
Awesome.
And I'm
Wow,
down.
that's great.
Very
Do
cool.
you drink club soda or anything like that?
Just water. Just water.
Yeah, I got a
In my
lifetime
little
supply of
teacup.
club soda in my room. I drink it all the time. So what were your favorite? What was the hardest for you to get rid of? You might have said it in there. I'm not sure if I missed it. What were the hardest things for you to let go from your diet?
Oh, well, let me tell you, you're doing your carb thing, just your carb day.
The number?
For me, it's you're going out, whether you had a bad high carb day, right?
Yeah, I had a couple of them. Yeah.
Last Thursday. So this is it isn't actually a particular food as much as a particular situation. Like my son and I, the only thing we do together is go out to eat. And we went out for the first NFL game on Thursday night. Yeah. And I did a video about this. I'm like, it was tailgate time. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
And he ordered chips and salsa. I didn't, but I ate them, and I'm like, I need a beer. So like two beers later and I was eating ice cream. Like that's what happens to me. It's not so much particular foods. Diet Coke is hard. Diet Coke's hard. Like I'm not sure.
Yep.
Now why do you feel the need? Why do you feel the need to give up the Diet Coke?
Because I do still monitor my blood sugar, and I was drinking it all day long, and I believe I was having a insulin response to the sweetness.
The cephalic.
Even though the cephalic response. So just trying to keep a tab on that because I have a propensity to diabetes. So.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of that going on. Just like I can't do aspartame. Aspartame wipes me out. I got off aspartame probably 20 years ago because I have terrible headaches and all that. But I drink Diet Right. It has sweetened with Splenda, and then Arizona makes some wonderful diet iced teas. Diet Peach, Diet Blueberry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm off quite a bit, but yeah, still with Splenda. So I know what you mean. To me, I'm like, I got a lot of other things that I can get to before I get to that. You know what I mean?
Here was one of the things that was bothering me. It was my identity was so wrapped up in Diet Coke. Like that was the gift people would give me Diet Coke as a gift. It's like, if you're identified with that, maybe. And I was drinking it all day. I don't even want to talk about how much. I
used to drink. I'd say on average one a day. Some days, like if I didn't drink one this day, I drink two tomorrow. That I probably averaged one a day.
Lightweight.
I'm probably down to one a week now. I still like my diet, but I drink my club sodas. So I'm still getting carbonation and that. Yeah. So I have another just quick question. How long have you been living in your car?
Oh, yeah. My roommate she usually works on Tuesdays, but she ended up being home because her place of business did not have water. So she had to leave.
Uh-oh.
No.
So she's not into the carnivore way of life. And she should be because she has lupus.
Oh
wow!
Yeah, but don't get discouraged when you have those high carb. Just get right back on it. You heard earlier in the show, you were in the green room there. I had a 200 carb weekend, and since then I've been just because it's not what you do 10% of the time; it's what you do the 90% of the time. It's going to make or break you. So shake it off. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
You know what? I'm down 22 pounds since June, so I'll take that. And I have a WISE scale. I love that thing because it tells me my metabolic age is 58. So
yeah,
not 60.
Right.
I'm going to be 61 next month. So
well, I think you look great. You are definitely eligible to be one of my keto cuties. Don't you? You're in.
I'm not even eligible.
Got to be in the right age group.
There is no age limit. There's
No age group.
Uh-oh.
age
It's
limit to the
just me.
keto cuties. You are absolutely keto cutie. See, perfect example. You're a keto cutie. Ollie's not. So see how that works?
See,
She's a low carb lady.
Yeah, she's not. She's not. Not with that onion breast. She's not.
no.
Anybody got anything
Before
else?
you
Go
go,
ahead.
Becky, it's random question time.
Oh no!
It
Here we
comes
go.
out of the. It comes out of the.
Oven mitt, the grilling mitt.
Let's see. We have, what is your favorite hobby or pastime when you're not working or creating content?
That's easy. Being my keto cutie.
I am a digital scrapbooker.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
scrapbooking with real paper, we scrapbook with imagery that that
Nice.
designers create. So, yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
one of my
I
hobbies.
love that.
You have to share
some
some
of
of that
my-
on your community tab.
Yeah, I have an Instagram that has that stuff on it,
Okay, cool.
but it's not Keto Oregonian. That's a different channel.
Right. Okay.
I love it, love it, love it. Anybody got anything else for our girl?
That's it.
All right.
That's it for me.
Well, there we
Random
go.
question.
Everybody, this is Becky.
Thanks for having me.
And listen, tell everybody where they can find you. Tell everybody about your channel and what's on your channel and what they can expect.
So I am at Keto Oregonian, and I have started on the weekends taking my subscribers out on hikes and walks so they can see a little bit of Oregon, and then I'll give my updates. Yesterday I did a video on what Keto War is, to me anyway, and just some updates. I've got
I
some
love that.
education. I'll drop some.
I love that. What's
Awesome.
your number? What's your carb number, would you say?
10.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great number. It's better than mine. So yeah, that is
That's
awesome.
that's my number.
I love that. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much for coming on, Becky. I see you
Thanks
all
for
over our.
Sure.
I
Yep.
see you all the time on our site, subscribing, and we appreciate you. You're a great friend. Best wishes on everything. And folks, go check her out. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. She's part of the family and a wonderful part of the
That's
family.
it.
That's it.
We grilling, baby.
I love it.
Let's say we're really, baby. Bye, Becky.
Bye.
That-
Awesome.
That was awesome. That is fantastic. Love
Really
Becky.
cool.
She's a good friend of all of our sites and all of our channels.
Yep, for sure.
All right. Whoa, what?
I hear the
Uh-oh.
door bell.
Who's here?
Oh.
Christy.
Hi.
How are you?
Look
I
at
feel like I
that.
know you three. You don't know me yet, but I feel like I know you three.
I totally
Awesome.
understand that.
Hey, I apologize. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'll apologize now. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I got a surprise email from Adam just like a few hours ago, and I jumped all over it. I said, yes, I'll be there. So yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Well, I love that. Well, we're all family here, but there's folks out there who may not know who you are or where you're from or anything. So you tell them where you're from and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Awesome. So I'm Christy, and I'm a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and I live in Southern California.
All
And
right.
yeah, so
Cool.
we're having some nice weather these days. It's finally cooled off a little bit here. Got out of the hundreds. So, so yeah.
Not here.
Oh,
Not
that
in
was
Florida.
crazy.
Yeah, not here. So what grade do you teach?
So I teach 5th grade. So they're about 10 years old. And something really cool is I have this on my channel, but I'm doing a 30-day sprint challenge. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to challenge them to a race.
Nice.
Are you faster than a 5th grade teacher?
Right.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that is great. That is great. So tell us about your, do you have a channel or you just, I see Meeting Wellness.
I do. My channel is literally like 2 weeks old.
Okay.
It's brand spanking new, but yeah, it's at Meeting Wellness, and I'm having a great time. on there. So I do think, like, I'm doing fitness challenges right now. I have a vote up for what you want my next fitness challenge to be when I'm done with my 30-day sprint challenge. If you go to my community tab, you can vote on what you want me to do for the next 30 days. Okay. I also talk a lot about my journey of how I got to where I am, and a lot of the benefits that I'm getting from carnivore. I feel like I'm differentiated a lot because a lot of people are all about the weight loss, and I did lose some weight. I'm not going to lie. I lost about 2 sizes from a size 6 to a size 2. But you can't see it from, I mean, it's not, no one's going to look at me and be like, oh, you lost 100 pounds, you know, or
well, you look like you're losing any more weight there. The wind, a quick breeze will get you right out of there. You know?
So all my benefits were all for sure a lot of mental benefits, and that's just, you can't see it from the outside. So a lot of that is, I mean, it's a new channel, but I definitely plan on, I put some content up about that, and I'm definitely going to put some more. But basically my story is my whole life, starting in my teenage years. As soon as I started, you know, putting on the weight that all of us females put on. Sorry, Russ, I said female issue. You don't have to log off.
Listen, as long as you don't talk about your cycle, because I will tell you.
Nope, not gonna talk about that. Not gonna talk about that. I know better.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna kick Ollie out if you talk about your cycle. That's all I'm
not. So, you know, you start to you maybe put on a little weight here or there, and girls aren't always nice, you know, and so I really started with a lot of just dieting, just almost constant dieting, but I didn't know anything about the proper human diet or how to do it correctly or how to eat right. So it was all just standard American diet, but counting calories, worried about every little fat gram, every little calorie. I would starve and starve and starve. And I would lose weight, but I was exhausted, mentally just drained. I could barely put one foot in front of the other. I did it, but it was miserable, right? Like I'm supposed to be young and energetic, and I was just miserable and had no energy for life at all. And then when I couldn't possibly eat any less, then would come the let's have a sleeve of Oreos because I just can't eat any less. So then would come the few weeks of binging, putting on the 10 or 15 or 20 pounds, and then going, I dare not get fat. And then the cycle would repeat, right? And so although I never put on the, multiple pounds, definitely I was on that yo-yo, that up and down yo-yo that a lot of us are so familiar with. And I did that I'm 47 now. So since I was 16, so I don't know, you do the math. A lot of years. So
74, if I count right.
Yeah, right. 74 years. Sure. I look pretty good, if I say so myself.
Yes,
so I did find the low carb Atkins thing when that was a craze, but like I'm Generation X. So our thing is not let's go on social media. Like I was not let's get on social media and find out what this is really about. It was like, oh, low carb. Okay, so net carbs. So like all these things that I know now are not the way. The shakes, the bars, the processed things, low carb, totally the wrong way. And I did lose some weight, but I didn't feel any better because I was still putting in, I didn't know anything about seed oils or any of the other really nasty stuff. Fast forward to, 6 months ago, again, I had put on some weight and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try keto. I've never tried keto. Let's try keto. And like my extent of knowledge about keto was like bacon good, bread bad. Like that's what I knew. But in 2020, we teachers had to go on distance learning, and they didn't train us. They didn't tell us a dang thing. They sent us home and said, teach online, figure it out. And so one of the ways that I figured it out was through like Facebook groups, right? Like support groups for teachers, figuring it out together. So that was what transitioned me. So this time going keto, not really knowing very much, I joined a couple of Facebook groups, right? And God bless whoever this person was. I don't know who they were. Like so many others, somebody put in one of the comments something about Dr. Barry. I'm like, Doctor who, what? Let me go check this guy out, right? I didn't know. So I went how many people are going to say this? I went down the Dr. Barry rabbit hole. My husband couldn't listen to another word from that, crazy Southern guy. But I would just put my earbuds.
It was like a bad episode of Hee Haw, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right? My poor husband. So I stuck my earbuds in and just kept listening to Dr. Barry. And when I got done with his playlist, you all know, right? The other influencers as well. So then I learned how to do keto right, so the heavy meat based, right? Not the processed foods, and I lost the weight that way for sure. So the physical benefits were, they were manifest. I lost 20 pounds in about 3 months doing that. But my mental health wasn't much better, right? I was still worried about it. I still counted things, I kept track of things on an app. So the mental aspect of it hadn't changed for me. But I would say that I didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to be a carnivore. Like, I think I just sort of slid into carnivore because I like meat. So gradually the vegetables and the other things kind of slid off my plate. And I was like more ribeye, I learned about picanha, like more picanha. Those are my two go-tos. And then one day I heard ketovore. I'm like, I don't think I'm keto anymore. I think I'm ketovore. And then next thing I knew, I was carnivore. And then what happened to me was like amazing. And this is the part that I want to focus on my channel. So my mental health, like the food freedom, I would obsess about food, and now I don't even think about food. Like I think about food when I get hungry, and then I go eat some picanha, and then I'm done thinking about food. And then I usually eat usually twice a day, sometimes once a day, just depends. But I'm usually 2 meals a day. But I don't think about it at all. I don't worry about it. I used to worry about everything I put in my mouth. Is this going to make me fat? I don't think about it. I put in the food. I don't worry about, am I going to gain weight, lose? Like, I'm not worried about it. I just eat what's good for me.
That's
it's
awesome.
like food freedom. So my mental bandwidth, it's like wide open now because it's not being spent spinning and spinning and spinning about the food obsession.
Yeah, no, I think that's fantastic. I think voices like yours are important because I believe that ketogenic living has has a reputation as being a weight loss program.
Yes.
And those of us that are in the life know that it's so much more than that.
Yes.
But unfortunately, that just dominates it because I'd say certainly more than 51%, if I had to put a number on it, of people who get in this life is, weight loss is a big part of it. And, as far as your carb number goes, because I'm more of a number guy than a label guy, but, I think most people as well, like 51% or more, get their number down, to zero or as close to zero as they can. I don't think most people go, walk right out of Dunkin' Donuts into the butcher shop.
No.
I just don't think that's how most people do it. They have some type of migration. It may be a month, it may be a week, it may be 6 months, but they just, you get to feeling better as your number gets lower and lower. So, you try to get it as low as you can. So I love that your focus isn't so much, weight as it is other aspects of ketogenic living, because I think that's important. And there's a lot of room in the space for those kind of voices.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was one of the reasons I started my channel, because I thought that so many people focus on weight loss, which is absolutely amazing. And Ala, your face is looking thinner than the last time I saw you, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you.
But yeah, that's
adorable.
Right. And like the weight does impact a lot of areas, but like one of the things is my right knee, I had like a bum right knee. If I tried to do anything other than normal living, like my knee would say, no, thank you. If I tried to do squats, if it wasn't for carnivore, I sure wouldn't be out at 6 a.m. sprinting up and down my street for my 30-day sprint challenge, because my knee would not have had it. But my knee is not bothering me. So, I can go out there and sprint. And also I would have been like, what are people thinking of me? I'm 47 years old and I'm sprinting on my street. What are they thinking? I don't care. Hi, my neighbors. Yep, I'm sprinting up and down the street. Good morning. I have no social anxiety anymore. I wouldn't have come on the show and talked to you guys.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Awesome. I'm just warming up because I'm going to break into all your houses and I have to run from the police.
That's right. I gotta go. There's only one way out. I gotta be faster than all of you.
Yeah, listen, I would love to do your challenge, but I already have a challenge. It's called Everyday Life.
Everyday Life. I heard you say it. We all have that challenge. Everyday Life. Try teaching 30 children every day.
Yeah,
that's a challenge.
Yeah. No, that's not a challenge. That's what I would call a kamikaze mission. That's exactly
that's a calling. That's a calling.
Certain death.
Yeah. It feels like that sometimes.
No. I love that. Adam, we got a mystery question for our girl?
Oh no, here we go.
We
Yeah.
do.
Here we go.
I can't help you. I don't know what it is. It's a mystery.
We have, if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
I think it might be George Washington.
Oh, wow.
So in 5th grade, we teach U.S. history in the beginning of our country. And I had the opportunity, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, to do a week-long institute at Colonial Williamsburg just for teachers. And they have actors there that study for years. I'm not kidding, like 5 years to turn into those characters. And so we actually got to talk to George Washington as a colonel.
Cool.
And he was, I mean, they don't break character. Like they do not, like they are that person. And it was super cool, as well as some other people. But it would be, I think, cool to meet the real one and then see how the historical, what we think of as the historical, just how that compares. So that'd be pretty interesting. I'm a history nerd sometimes.
Right. That's interesting that you got
yeah.
the history question and you're a history teacher.
History
I
teacher.
love that.
I actually have a partner teacher that teaches history. I mostly teach math and science, but I still love history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mine would be Halle Berry.
Sure.
Get out of here. Cheating. You're cheating.
Hey, I'm just saying, she's got a great history.
What?
Where I can be. I thought the question was going to be if you could have dinner with any one of the 3 hosts of the Cookout.
Oh, geez.
Oh no, I can't play favorites. That's not nice.
Listen, but that would not be fair. That would not be fair, and it would be terrible for the self-esteem of Adam and Ollie. So, so I get it. Well, that is awesome. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much for being here. I think your energy is
Absolutely.
wonderful. I
Thank
think
you.
the premise for your site is wonderful. Everybody needs to go and subscribe. Are you on any other social media, Instagram or?
Yeah, so I mean, not really yet. I just started. I mean, I have nothing posted yet. Like I started an Instagram, but I haven't posted yet. That's my project for this weekend, just to sort of get some of that stuff transferred over. Like I said, social media, not my strong point, but I'm getting there. So right now it's just on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
Awesome.
And I love Kelly Hogan too. She was mentioned earlier. I call her Keto Barbie, but I love you, sis. If you watch this gal, I'm sorry for that if you hate that.
Right.
But no, that's great. Well, folks, I want you to like, subscribe, check out our friend Christy at Meeting Wellness.
Yes, please.
And I certainly appreciate you coming on with us and wish you all the best with your challenges, with your channel, and everything else.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Bye.
Hit us with the
Bye.
week grilling,
Talk to you
baby.
soon.
Yeah, hit it.
We grilling, baby.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. And if you're out there in Southern California and see her running down the street, don't call the police.
Don't call the police. It's just a thing. Okay.
Wait, I gotta say one thing. About 20 years ago, I saw a naked fat man running down the street at 2 a.m. on Hollywood Boulevard. Don't do that.
No, I will not. I'm nowhere near Hollywood Boulevard, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh my God, that's great.
That's
Bye,
hilarious.
Christy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask what you were doing out there in the, at Hollywood Boulevard at that time of night. I ain't gonna do that. Because I'm pretty sure that you don't have a good excuse for that. I think
You didn't have a good excuse. All that guy had was socks on.
Oh,
He was screaming,
Lord.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Unreal. I think we had some questions.
We did have a question. We
yeah,
had one
what do we got?
question.
I saw a bunch of different questions going through the chats there.
Been on Lion Diet for past 9 months. Just added butter and plan to give it a couple of weeks before adding something else and repeat. Any suggestions on what order or how? Bacon? That's my question. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
I would say whatever tastes the best for you.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd say bacon prices are going to be dropping soon because I'm not really eating much anymore. You'll be able to get a good donut. I'm tired of bacon.
You getting full of them vegetables or what?
No, it's just eating stuff. That's why I can't get my number to 0 because I look in the I eat steak for a couple of days and I look at that plate and I'm ready to kill somebody. So I gotta, I get homicidal, man. After a while, I just like, if I have one more day of this, I'm gonna choke somebody. So I gotta do better. But my question is, why are they on the lion diet in the first place? I don't know if they did that just to see if they could do it, or if they had a medical reason, or just what. But I agree with Adam. How do you feel? If you add whatever you want.
Yeah.
Until you don't feel good and then take things away. I don't know if they're trying to lose weight or I don't know. Need a little bit more information to give you a better answer.
Yep.
What else we got? Any other questions? I thought I saw 3 or 4 questions up at the.
We didn't know. I think people are just chatting amongst themselves.
Of course, I could. We have somebody else at the door.
Who's here?
Oh,
hello. How you doing?
It's the famous Dave.
It is
good to see you all.
Good to see you, Dave.
Hey. I apologize. I didn't bring any dental floss. I was listening in though, and I must admit that I had a really good laugh at the end of the first interview when Russ asked, "How long have you lived in your car?"
Right.
That gave me a bit of a laugh. That one.
Listen, I've been known. Hey, listen, that's all I give here is just little bits of laugh.
Right.
We don't want to overdo it.
Right.
Hey, Christopher.
Yeah, man. So listen, if you don't know Dave, Dave is just a great guy. He's one of the bright lights in our ketogenic living space. Just a good guy, kind-hearted, kind soul. I enjoy watching his channel. I'm a subscriber to his channel. We actually he did me the privilege and honor of interviewing me on his channel. If you guys haven't seen that, go to his channel and watch that if you care to, if you don't get enough of me here. And I did an interview with him that will be on my channel September 22nd coming up here. So in our keto conversation. So I got to know Dave a little more there, and just what a great guy. So
and during that interview, we did a bit of running around Hollywood Boulevard.
Naked?
He said in his socks. It's like one of those things that will be imprinted in my mind forever.
That would be quite there.
I don't think I could subject the YouTube universe to me running around in my socks. That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
Oh man, it was before people had like smartphones, so it must have been like a long time ago because I should have videoed that.
Yeah, that is
good stuff.
So Michael Johnson, have you died from scurvy this week, Dave? That's my question, but I just put this up there.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, listen. Hey, he just drinks some. He just drinks some beef broth, and it brings him right back to life.
Right. Eats a ribeye. There we go.
Like Shot TV says, great way to run.
Hey,
sorry, I'm reading them.
What's happening, Mike? Mike Shaw, that's my buddy Mike. Good to see you, brother. I think I saw my man Rick out there. Quack, quack, you wacko. You got from the space shuttle. I hope you get that microphone fixed. Yeah. So that's
he has to. He's got till 4 a.m. September 17th. He said he fixed it.
Oh, well, that's no fun. Listen, I will never go on another live stream with Rick unless he has a microphone that sounds like he's in the space shuttle. I will never again do that. I don't think I had so much fun on a live stream day. I don't know if you happen to see that, Dave, but he had a microphone. So I was on with JT and he had a he had a microphone that sounded like it sounded like the moon landing. I mean, and we roasted him for about an hour straight about that microphone. And somebody, and it's funny because somebody that knew our show came on the thing and said, does anybody have scurvy? Because we always do the goofy scurvy check at the beginning. Right. And at one point in the shows, they asked everybody, and they got to me. I was last. I'm like, no, I don't have scurvy, but Rick's microphone has scurvy, and everybody thought. So, yeah, man. And Rick was a great sport. He was such a great sport about it. It was hilarious. But anyway, tell the folks about yourself, Dave, and you got a great story, obviously, man. And tell the folks that don't know a little bit about yourself, where you're at, where you're from, and all that.
Yeah, so I'm an Australian living in Japan. I've lived in Japan for the last 17 years, and about 15 months ago, I discovered carnivore, and that was through a couple of things happening, both at the same time. I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I was pre-diabetic, and also that I had to cut down on the alcohol. Otherwise, following appointments with him in years to come would not be very good. And so he wanted to put me on some drugs to control the alcohol, and that scared me. And so I decided I wanted to kind of manage things on my own. And that sent me to keto, because I've done keto and low carb in the past, and I knew that would give me self-control. And so I went on keto, and during the time I was keto, for the first few weeks, I was having some bathroom issues, and I was trying to work out what was going on, and it turns out I discovered in a video by Cam Berry and then subsequent videos from other people that it was probably related to the vegetables I was eating and the particular types of vegetables I was eating. And so I just gave them up, and then thought I'll give it a try and see how it go without veggies for a while, see if that improves things. It did improve things, but also it improved how I felt. And so I decided, well, I'm just going to keep doing this and see how I go. And I got more and more into the kind of the rabbit hole of carnivore after that. And I've never looked back.
Yeah, I love that. You also,
love it.
I couldn't, you broke up a little bit in there, but the folks, you also had a stroke when you were a young man, which was pretty interesting and amazing development as well.
Yeah. So when I was 17, I had a stroke, and that has had lingering effects since then, like with a weakened right side. And one of the great things about being on the carnivore diet is that has been improving. So over the last 15 months, I've seen more improvements than I have, following the first 6 months after the stroke. So that's been incredible. Great. My balance is improving, strength's improving, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no,
that's amazing.
That is, man. And I love that. And tell the folks, what your diet is, generally speaking, day to day.
So these days I'm having 2 meals a day. I'm eating breakfast and then a very, very, very late dinner. So I'm usually eating at like 11:30 at night.
Wow.
So I wake up, have breakfast about 7, and that's a pound of ground beef and 10 eggs that are scrambled, and all that's cooked in lard. And that's all I have. And then when I get home from work, I cook up basically the same thing, pound of ground beef, and I keep it to about 6 eggs in the evening. So 16 eggs and 2 pounds of ground beef a day.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's
crazy.
and at super odd times. Like when I actually, as I'm saying it, it sounds so ridiculous. Like I'm eating at 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to bed probably like an hour later. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and then I'm eating again at 7 a.m. It's just such a weird schedule, but it just seems to be working.
And my question is, weird to who? I don't it ain't weird to me. I mean, that sounds like everyday life here, man. Listen, listen, I have an eating window. It's every day that ends in Y. Okay, that's that's my eating window. Yeah,
that's your eating window.
Yes, I eat 2 times. I eat 2 times a day, daytime, nighttime. Okay, that's it. So yeah, I know exactly. Listen. I'm down 40 pounds, and I tell her, but I do everything wrong. My eating window is in perpetuity, and I snack a lot. And I like I said, those are the things I had to work on. Get my eating window a little tighter there, not snack as much. And I have done quite a bit. I don't snack nearly as much as I used to. But ironically, that's how I used to eat before. When I was eating all the wrong things and doing all the wrong stuff, I snacked a lot, didn't eat a lot of big meals, but I just ate little bits all day, just graze kind of. So I've basically taken those same eating habits to my new life. It's just instead of, hamburgers and pizza and that stuff, it's hot dogs and boiled eggs. So, it's my habits haven't changed, but how I eat hasn't changed. What I eat has changed. So
that's the important thing though, right?
Yeah. Listen, I probably would have lost twice as much if I, was doing it the quote unquote right way. But, you were a former wild child too there, Dave. So you know what it's like to be a rebel. We do things
That's
our own
right.
way, man. We're out in them keto streets just wilding out.
Exactly.
Speaking of wild, you do a show with a few guys, Intentional Carnivore and Carnivore Kip and Larry from Carnivore Quest. And my question to you is, how heavy is it carrying them guys on your back every week on that show, man? What is that? Hercules, Dave. How do you do it?
They are carrying me. I tell you, they are carrying me.
Oh no! Listen, I do watch the show. I watch the show because I comment.
And I've seen you in there. Yeah.
Yes, I do, and I like those guys. I'm just teasing. I'm just kidding. They're good guys. As a matter of fact, Kip's coming on the show next week, and
nice.
There's an invitation. Open invitation for those guys if they want to come on. They're welcome here. I certainly watch their show. They're good guys. But me, I got plenty of jokes.
Yeah. So did you see our 24 egg challenge?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes. Yeah.
When was that?
That was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So
Okay.
we each had to eat 24 eggs in the space of the live stream. So we had about an hour and a half to 2 hours to eat 24 eggs each. And,
Wow.
I don't think Kip couldn't do it, right?
Yeah, Kip and Larry didn't finish. They got through most of it, but didn't quite. But Sean was a powerhouse. Sean just went through those things like
yeah. Well, it's funny because I did see that, and I sent in a chat that Sean read, but he didn't get it because in that same stream, somebody said, "Who's on your Mount Rushmore?"
That's right.
And you guys talked about that, and I sent in a chat and said, "You guys are on my Mount Flushmore."
It definitely would be later for sure.
Yeah, but when Sean read the chat, he's like, "Oh, you guys are on my Mount Rushmore." Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. And I'm like, that's not what it said. It said you guys are on my Mount Rushmore. Hey, listen. So I was going to send another chat. It's like his vision must be blurry from all them eggs, But but yeah.
Did you finish it, Dave?
Yes, I just
Nice.
managed to. Yeah. I scraped it in. was feeling like, I've had about, I guess, a quarter of it left, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. And I was like, but it's only a quarter. Come on. Yeah.
Nice.
So I got
So what
through
did you win?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did you win a stomach ache?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won the ability to now say to someone, I can eat 24 eggs in a sitting.
Yeah.
That's what I won.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was gonna say the
We've
winner
got
got a
some
bottle.
questions for Dave.
The winner got a bottle of Pepto Bismol.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have some
Got a
questions.
question?
Yeah, Dave, how many emails did you get from your last video? Good question. I didn't email you.
So it's let me just say I'm losing control.
Oh, no.
The email mountain is going to be pretty high today. I've been kind of working on it here, there, and everywhere, but I'm going to have to sit down for a good couple of hours to knock it out.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. I'm not sure exactly how many, because a lot of the emails that are coming through are replies to, like, I'll reply to someone, they reply to me, and that kind of thing. So I haven't counted exactly, but it's probably over 50.
Wow.
And I was expecting like 2 or 3 people to go, oh yeah, I'll come on, and yeah. So it's been really good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're so fun to talk to or
Yeah.
talk at.
Yeah.
When you interviewed me, I was like, I listened to it afterwards. I'm like, oh, I'm so rude. I did all the talking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, though. It's that I was interviewing you, so you're supposed to be doing the talking, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
If I'm doing the talking, people would say, what kind of interviewer is he?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
All right, we got another question. How many of you are doing resistance training or sprinting? I've done a lot of healing and I'm starting to do both. I am not doing either. I do walking and swimming and chasing after small kids at a walking pace. How about Dave?
I was doing resistance training for a while, but I've just run out of time to do it now. And as far as sprinting, only down the hall to the bathroom when I put too much fat in my breakfast.
You eat too many eggs.
I'm not even going to ask Russ. Adam?
No sprinting here ever, and resistance bands and dumbbells. That's about it.
There you go.
Russ?
Okay, Russ. How much resistance training and sprinting are you doing?
I will have you know
Uh-oh.
that I do resistance training all the time. That's why I don't eat mashed potatoes anymore. I've learned to resist them. Thank you
There
very
you
much.
go.
There you go.
Nice. Good answer.
Yes. So there you go, Ali. And,
Russ
yeah.
and Gus.
Yes,
right.
I resist. I'm not finished.
Oh, okay. Let me put that question back up.
I also resist donuts and cupcakes and pizza and hot
Oh
dogs.
gosh, here we go.
Now, as far as
And
sprinting,
liverwurst. And
yeah, as far as sprinting, I don't know what your definition of sprint is exactly, but no, I don't do a lot of that. I think I would sprain my whole life if I tried to sprint. So my whole life, I'd sprint. I'd pull my whole life. Only my face would be the only thing left. So no, I don't do that.
love it.
Okay. All right. This is for Dave. Dave, did you take a statin after your stroke?
No. The only medication I took after the stroke was something called Dilantin for a couple of years, and that was to prevent getting epilepsy after having a head operation.
All right. And then this question, I don't understand. Age-old question: smoking, chicken, water, egg. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Any thoughts? I don't know what smoking has to do with it. Does anyone understand this question?
Well, I think Dave is the expert on eggs. so he can go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the egg. Yeah, because I don't really like chickens. So
There you go.
I'm
Good
gonna go with
answer.
the egg.
You need to come over to
Ditto,
my house,
ditto.
and I will make you some chicken legs in the air fryer. You'll change your mind.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would
Have they
say,
still got the little claw things on them? And...
No, but I was thinking about buying a bag of those today, just to do that.
Oh,
To gross
wow.
out Adam.
My God.
I would say the egg because breakfast comes before dinner. You have eggs for breakfast, chicken for dinner.
There you go.
But I don't
Good
know what
answer.
this cigarette's about. There's
No,
a cigarette there.
That was
I
for
think
Dave
water
after
came
after
first.
eating 24 of them on a live
Oh,
stream.
maybe.
He needed a
Oh, yeah.
cigarette.
Okay.
But I think
don't
water
know.
came first. I don't know.
Yes, a lot of
It
our
looks like a chicken smoking a cigarette and then giving birth to an egg.
a lot of our listeners are just getting out of rehab and all kind of things like that. So, it's no
So-
telling.
All right. We
So
got another question.
Alia, you
Yeah.
like chicken legs, and Adam, not so good for you. Where do you stand on chicken legs, Russ?
I'm a leg man, no doubt about that. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Shout out to all my keto cuties and my lovely low carb ladies. By the way, I have to give them all a shout out. Yes. Well, it depends. See now, but the answer to that question is legs and thighs because they're the fattiest. So we need fat with our protein. So yes, legs and thighs. Wings, they're pretty good too, but legs and thighs are a lot fattier.
Now, wait a minute. You're talking about what were you talking about, Alia? I was thinking the little thin part at the bottom
The
with the
claw
talon
kind of
attached
thing.
to
The
it.
drum.
It's a
Oh
chicken
yeah,
leg.
those are okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Oh,
about
I
the
think you
feet.
were talking about the feet.
Oh Lord, who eats chicken feet, man? What are you doing?
Alia would.
voodoo? What are you talking about? Voodoo? People putting roots in chicken feet? Man,
Chicken legs. I would like a leg. Isn't that what you say?
yeah.
No, but they do sell feet here. They had at the store you can buy a big bag of frozen chicken feet, and I was thinking of buying them for Adam.
Yeah, if somebody's buying a bag of chicken feet, there's some hexes and spells being put.
Right.
I'll tell you
Throwing
right.
them out on the ground with a bag of bones.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, those are
All
for
right.
witchcraft. They're not for eating.
We're done with that question. We still don't know what came first: cigarette smoking, water, chicken, or the egg. I'm inclined to think it's water.
There you
Cool things about living in Japan.
Everything runs on time. Everything's like you can set your watch by how everything runs. Like if a shop's going to open at 9 o'clock, it opens at exactly 9 o'clock. You can guarantee a train's going to be there on time. This is not a thing for me anymore, but you could buy beer and vending machines. Convenience stores are always open. It's just, I guess the best thing about Japan is it's convenient. Everything's convenient. It's really easy to live here.
Nice.
Nice.
Do they have chicken feet there?
I've never seen chicken feet here. Yeah. I've certainly.
Wow.
I said I've never seen chicken feet here. Like I'm going to see little chickens walking around in the shopping mall.
Chickens walking around with no feet.
Bodiless chickens.
Right? Yeah. Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of practitioners of voodoo in Japan. There, I don't think so. Yeah, they don't need a lot of chicken feet over there.
Hey,
This
Don.
says, yeah.
Yeah,
Not sure how long you're gonna be. What time is it in Japan? You're 14 hours ahead.
Yeah, so it's 11 a.m. now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
10 past 11. Yeah.
Oh,
So
we're in the morning.
yeah. And what time is it with you now, Alia?
I'm at 9:10 in Central.
9:10. Okay. That's
We're Eastern. It's 10:10 our time.
okay. Yeah.
All right, I've got a very important question from Rick.
Uh-oh.
Is
Rick-
Belshai going to interview us, carnivores?
Well, Belshan's been having a bit of a word with me about how she'd really like to interview Rick. And she's just, it's amazingly, the talk has just started. But that is an awesome idea, Rick. Like, I might have to, I might shoot you an email after this, and why don't we set something up? I think that would be pretty funny.
Yeah,
Also-
have you heard his microphone, Dave? That's what I just want to ask.
But that adds to the ambience. Have you heard Belshan's voice? Belshan's voice, Rick's microphone, perfect combination.
Yeah.
I have an alter ego also. I worked out specifically for Belshine. I'm just gonna go buy a wig though. I need to buy a wig. It's Candy Bar.
Nice. Candy Bar.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Belshine
Am I
needs
allowed to
interview
say
Candy
this?
Bar.
Am I allowed to say this on a live stream? That sounds like a stripper name. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It
does.
is a stripper name, actually. That's right.
Hey, you can talk about anything you want except hoes, evidently, because Adam won't let me talk about hoes on the show.
But it's very funny. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's a stripper name, but somebody in my family in Kentucky, some distant relative, is named Candy Bar.
Wow, really?
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 I mean, unless my dad was lying to me.
Interesting.
Scott, I just answered this question. How would you know about stripper names? I just answered this. It's like a family member's name.
Well, listen, because they were co-workers. What are you talking about?
Right.
It's when we were all running around in our socks. That was our state of employment at the time.
Shout out to my man Carnivore Scott. Scott, check your email, brother. Check your email, Scott, and answer me back. Yes, they were colleagues back in her younger days there. So she doesn't want to tell us about
When I was dancing on tables.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think Dave
we need
gets
more
2.
questions.
Dave gets 2 random questions, right?
Oh, Dave gets, okay, yeah, we need some random questions.
Yeah, let's get Dave.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here's random question number 1. What is it? Share a life lesson or piece of advice that has guided you throughout your journey.
Oh, there's so many things.
Just the first one that pops to mind.
First one that pops in your head.
Putting you on the spot.
Something my stepdad used to say to me makes me, comes to mind, but I don't know if I can say it on the live stream. I don't know, just the best thing I can think of, I guess, is if you're still standing, if you're still breathing, then it's still, there's still a ways to go. You can still keep going.
Nice.
Just keep fight through anything.
Yeah, love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We got any more questions in the chat, Alia?
Not yet. You guys want to
Not
ask
yet.
any more questions? We will even answer random questions.
Oh,
This is
you
the
said there were 2
cookout.
randoms. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to give us another random question. Adam, random
Another
question.
random question.
I love that it's in an
Yeah.
oven glove. That's awesome.
Where's the cookout, baby?
yeah. Yeah, we don't miss anything here. We're on top of it.
Let's see. If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be? And why does it resonate with you?
Theme song. Maybe the the theme from Revenge of the Nerds.
There you go.
Maybe Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know, something like that.
I'm
There
too
you
young.
have
I
it.
don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just
Dave Mack, a man with very high self-esteem, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is good life advice. I got to put it up here. It's pretty funny.
Oh,
There you
Lord.
go. There you go.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. I was gonna say Abraham Lincoln. You heard that too.
Keto, Cheeto.
So now I'm thinking that cigarette, chicken, water, egg was a bit deeper than we thought, given that funny line.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It was a chicken smoking a cigarette while giving birth to an egg.
Yes.
Maybe not deeper in a good way. I'm not sure.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't a cigarette.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I to find out.
We're going off the rails.
We're going off the rails.
Yes.
All right. Nobody has any more questions for us at the
do.
Cookout?
I do.
Questions.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
Oh, dun dun
Save it for
dun.
next week. Save it for next week.
What's the
Russ is
most
done.
interesting? What's the most interesting or unusual food you've ever tried, and do you like it?
Okay. It's
Chicken feet.
cod
Yeah.
sperm.
Oh
Ew.
God!
Like how do you even collect that from?
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Jeez!
It's in.
Oh my God!
It's commonly eaten in Japan. At least I think it's cod. It's some
Oh
fish.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
Please don't make it short of that.
Hey, listen. Okay. I'm just gonna ask. So he didn't say what was the worst thing you ever drank.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh my God!
no, it's got. Let me see if I can find.
Oh.
I've got to do a translation because I might be saying the wrong fish here. Hang on.
No, but seriously, how do you get that from a fish?
Dave, please stop, Dave, for your dignity, for your reputation, for your.
He's worried about the fish.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
He's crying.
Oh,
We're a different sort of show, Dave.
Oh.
We're a different sort of show.
Oh, Mary,
oh my
and the
God!
baby
So-
Jesus.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh
God!
my
Dear,
God.
dear Lord, baby
Hey,
Jesus.
Hey, Dave, don't say anymore, Dave. Just let us wrap it up. You cannot help this. You can't make this better. You can't
Oh
make
my
it
God!
better, Dave. You can't. You can't, man. There's no way you can make it better. Okay. Man,
Oh God!
yeah.
Christine.
I mean, that's the direct answer, but
I mean, I'm just like, dude, the man asked you what's the craziest thing you ever ate, and you came up with fish sperm. So I don't, dude. That's again.
Shirako. That's it. Shirako.
Who knew it was in solid form?
Karen says
Oh
the
God!
chicken came first. God started with a full-grown animal. So there you go. There's the answer. There's the
Oh
answer.
my God.
That's it.
Yeah.
Johnny F. So much for PG-13. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. I've come in and burned the place down. Sorry.
This is
It's after 10 o'clock. We're okay in some parts of the world.
that is epic. That is the greatest moment in Keto Cookout history.
That is classic.
Yes, that is it, man. You are in the
That's definitely part of our new intro.
yes. You made the cut, brother. You made the cut.
And the point is that he said he liked it. It's not just like, what have you
No.
eaten?
I didn't like it. I didn't
Oh,
even
you
like
didn't
Answer
like
that
it.
part.
I tried it.
Oh.
I was very reluctant to try it. Tried this tiny bit and went, yeah, no, thank you.
Man, this man.
We do
this
have one
man lost.
question, by the way, a real question.
Yeah.
I hate
Well,
fish.
we
How
know
bad
how
is
to
it
get the best omega-3s,
Yeah.
right, Dave?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me tell you. Yeah.
I don't know the answer to this question.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
That's
Start
good
liking
answer, Dave.
salmon.
Good
Start
answer,
liking
Dave.
salmon.
Yeah.
No, Dr. AJ, and he says omega-3 in capsules put in the freezer. There you go. That answers
There you
that
go.
question.
I think
Ah.
grass-fed,
go.
grass-finished beef has more omega-3s than grain-finished, but I don't know how much more.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Johnny says there will be too short on that by the morning.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
I won't do that.
My reputation has just been
I won't
burned
do
to the
that.
ground.
Brother, I won't do that to you, Dave. Now I can't speak for Adam. Adam is ruthless.
Yeah.
Adam's
Yeah,
the one
with my shorts game, I've got 3 whole shorts on my whole channel.
Well, there'll be 4 tomorrow.
It's more like me. You got to worry about that.
There'll be 4 tomorrow. There you go.
Adam, we have one more question for Dave, and I think we're through for the evening.
All right.
Oh,
Dave, let me. I'm going to represent Dave on this. So I'm just telling you right now.
You're his lawyer. You're going to answer this one.
Yeah. Don't answer
Please,
that.
please.
You don't trust
I
me.
hope that this is not related to the last question.
Yeah, don't answer it, Dave.
Describe a hidden talent or skill that your viewers might not know about.
Related to the last question.
okay. So, can I answer, lawyer? So
Yeah, he laughed. He laughed.
Not if it involves a fish. No, you can't. If it has anything to do with the fish, no, you cannot.
So, it's really boring. Actually, I can knit.
That's
Sweet.
fun. I'm
That's
jealous.
cool.
I tried that. I'm not good at it.
I learned how to do that when I was in elementary school, and yeah, I don't do it now, but yeah, I can knit.
Well, we need a new oven mitt. Come on, Dave.
He needs to cook out.
It'll probably. I can only knit scarves. I can only knit scarves. So if
I'll
you
wrap
want
that around my hand.
an oven mitt that looks like a scarf, that's
there you go.
Listen, Dave,
Nice.
that answer was the first. That answer was the first step in your reputation rebuilding campaign. That's
Right.
great. That was epic. Great answer. Great answer. Great
At
answer.
first, I thought he meant caviar, and then I'm like, no, wait a minute, that's not.
No, he did
that's
not
not
say
caviar.
that. Yeah, I don't know what he meant, but I do know what he said. Yeah. There you go, man. So
man.
that's great. Well,
And this is where we end the show.
Yes, we have to thank Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Thank you very much for having me on.
The incredible Dave Mack, ladies and gentlemen. Let the folks know just where they can catch you, where they can find you.
Oh, geez.
And what they can expect on your channel.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm at No Carb Life on YouTube, or the handle is @0carb.
There you go. And I'm a subscriber. You guys should be too. He's a great guy, great everything. Go check him out. And brother, we thank you for coming. You won't be a stranger. I'm sure we'll see you again after your reputation has improved.
Which should be by Thursday night, actually.
Yeah.
By Thursday. Or Friday morning for Dave. We're going live.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's my pre-birthday party.
Yeah.
There you go. Love it.
I'll make the fish birthday cake.
Oh, no. Here we go. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Thanks,
guys.
Yeah.
You're so welcome. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Dave.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I literally That was epic. And who would have thought that answer would have come out? Because
love
I
it.
specifically told ChatGPT to give me PG family-friendly questions.
Well, yeah. You asked for questions, not answers. PG answers.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, has anybody got anything to plug? Adam, Alia, you guys can go.
I definitely do.
Yep.
So this weekend is the 24-hour live stream that Carrie's hosting with all kinds of doctors and all kinds of famous YouTubers and whatnot to help raise money for the Carnivore Diet documentary to try to get it on large streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and things like that to try to bring this message of the healing power and transformation that you can that you've had or someone else could have with the carnivore diet. So definitely go to any of our channels, whether it be my channel, Alia's channel, Sean White's channel, or Carrie's channel, and click the notify me button so you get notified when that stream starts and it stays in your notifications throughout that 24-hour period. Tune in as much as you can. If you're going to super chat, make sure you're watching from Carrie's channel. If you're going to donate via GoFundMe, you can watch from any channel. So yeah, that's really the only plug that I have right now.
Yeah, so you can watch. You'll be able to watch it on your and Ollie's channel the whole time.
Yep.
Right? Can they, if they want to stream from there? And all three of us will be on there. I will be on there Saturday night around 8:00 or so, and then you guys will be there the whole time. And I may pop in another time or two. Who knows? It's a 24-hour live stream. Who knows what's going to happen? So you want to stay tuned and watch. And
absolutely,
that's awesome. Ollie, what do you got coming up? Anything?
I got that, and 9:14, 6 p.m. Central. Come and hang out with me. There's a surprise party that I don't know about.
Oh God. Yeah, Dave's gonna be there.
Dave's gonna be there. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I know?
What's that?
Oh, so you done? I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I just got what is this? Oh, never mind. I'll answer something in the chat. Yeah, I'm done. I'm all done.
Gotcha. All right. We've got Keto Conversations coming up. Last week was Dr. Hampkin. This week it's Friday. We'll come out with Alia Wells as the subject. Keto Conversations. You can check that out.
Woo woo.
And Carnivore Scott. I will be on with Carnivore Scott tonight. The Keto Cookout after party.
Nice.
If you want to go over to Carnivore Scott's, he's going to start doing a Keto Cookout after party after the show. Yeah, he's on there plugging it without my permission, but that's okay.
We can't stop their fingers from typing anything in the chat.
But you can stop from posting it. But but yes, Carnivore Scott is he's going to do that pretty regularly. The Keto Cookout after show, and I will be there from time to time, as will Ollie and Adam from time to time, and we'll recap the show and stuff like that. So if you want to pop on over there when we're done, I will be on there probably within the next 15 minutes to answer questions and crack jokes and be a dummy like I am on this show. So shout out to Carnivore Scott. You can watch that if you're on my channel, you can watch it from my channel. It'll pop up there in just a few minutes when we're done here, or you can go to his channel, whichever you prefer. And that's all I got.
I prefer Carnivore Scott.
I don't think anybody asked you, but okay.
Right.
You just said.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So I have one more plug before we go.
Okay.
So my latest video that I just came out with today was an interview with Nia from Nia's Way YouTube channel. And she has a really cool story about healing IBS with carnivore diet. And most people join to lose weight. She didn't really need to lose weight. She needed to fix other issues, health issues in her life. So she shares her story with that. So go check that out if you get a chance. And I thank everybody for being here. I truly appreciate everybody that's been in the chat. Our guests, absolutely.
Thank our guests, Becky from Keto Oregonian, Christy from Meeting Wellness, and of course Dave Mack from Zero Carb or No Carb Life, I believe it is. Thank those guys. Thank you guys all for watching. And we will see you next week. Same time, same channel for the Keto Cookout. We grilling, baby.
We're grilling, baby.
We're grilling, baby.
Come and check us out.